really need to know what your opponent is doing, you can do a scanner sweep anywhere on the map and it will reveal a huge area. I believe it's something like a circle this wide that gets revealed. And scan actually detects cloaked units and burrowed units as well. So you always want to do that whenever you're facing cloaked units. You want to leave a little bit of extra energy. You don't always want to use up your energy as soon as possible just calling down mules just in case you have to do scanner sweep. Now, extra supplies is a little bit more of an advanced technique that you can use, ability that you can use when you are more comfortable with your gameplay. What this does is this raises a supply depot, a current supply depot's supply by 8. So you do call down supplies on a supply depot, and automatically the supply depot is double now for only 100 minerals. Now, most people prefer to do mules or scan, and there is a reason for that, obviously, because you want to. It's better to have the 270 minerals than the 100 minerals for the for that you save on the supply. Now, the other thing though is that this is more of a long-term. Remember, this is 270 over 1 minute, whereas this is 100 immediate minerals that you get you save from the. Excuse me, Chinese food again. Sorry. This like I was saying, this is 100 minerals you get immediately that you can put down on another building rather than the 270 minerals, excuse me, over the minute period of time. So that is something more advanced you can be playing on, but just keep it in mind once you start moving up the ladder and you start getting more comfortable with your race. So my friend here, he's immediately making marauders, and if you can see, he's also researching Stimpack. This is actually a preferential thing. At this point in time, this is where the builds can start differentiating. I'm gonna pause real quick. You can either go for research shield first, though my opponent probably, my friend, yeah, you can probably go. Depending on what you want, you can do a couple of things. If you're harassing with Reapers, you can do Nitro Packs. If you want or prefer concussive shells and heavy marauder builds, you can do concussive shells. Or if you do heavy marine builds, you should definitely get the combat shield. Or Stimpack is going to be a more aggressive option because it's going to allow you to do more damage. Anytime that your infantry gets stemmed, they do faster damage and they move quicker as well. So this is where the builds start differentiating. My opinion is that if you are newer and you are just kind of testing out the race, you might want to go with research combat shields first. It's really have to try it out for yourself and check it out. Definitely players have a different views and opinions on which one should be used. So my friend here uses Stimpack, and that's just something you want to keep in mind. And he hasn't stopped production. And at this point, you pretty much want to be making supply depots back to back. My friend actually Naza here, he is ahead a little bit, but as soon as he hits 100, I would imagine that he's going to start making another supply depot because look at this. He's actually, oh wow, so see, he's researching stem and concussive shells because concussive shells pretty much make Marauder the staple unit of the Terran army, and they obliterate everything that comes out of the gateway pretty much. Marauders with slow pretty much just dominate stalkers, sentries, zealots, just about everything, especially with micro and Stimpack. There's really very no chance for you to beat them. So he's summoned a second mule here. He is macroing up a little bit. He's taking a defensive position in Lost Temple. He has the high ground over here, and if I come and try to move in here to get to his base, he's going to be shelling my units, and I definitely will not want to be able. Well, I will probably want to retreat if I start getting hit. So taking a quick look here, let's go back to the production tab. As you can see, he's putting down another supply depot. He's not waiting up until his supply is almost up because the 3 barracks build will use your supply very quickly. So still making SCVs, even though if you look at his income, he's not that far behind from me, even though he's 8 harvests down. And like I said, that is because of the mules. Look at this, there's a third mule coming down. Just as this one is dying, he's making a third mule. So let's go back to the production tab and look at that, back-to-back supply depots. He's not waiting for the supply to be used. He's doing back-to-back supply depots because the supply here is going to start getting used a lot, and he's switched into a more marauder heavy build than marines, and that's really what you want to do. Marines are very good for making damage, for doing damage, but the marauders are the ones that are going to really make your army efficient. So I'm going to head and actually put this up a little bit faster because we're getting into the point where you want to either push out or expand, guys. So what you will see here is a little bit of both, because this is just a tutorial, and we at this point, once you have an army like this, you want to start pushing out into your opponent's base, and just to put a little bit of pressure. But my friend and myself actually are only going to take the offensive position. So he's gonna take this Solnaga Watchtower, which is a good strategic position. I know it's kind of scary pushing out when you're new, but you definitely want to be aggressive. Once you start massing this kind of army, this is a, excuse me again, sorry. This is a sizable army, guys. And this is when you want to be putting pressure on the Protoss player. Although if you look at my units, this would probably be a very even match. As you can see, we're both here have almost the same army size. So my friend is putting down, let's see, what is this, a factory, because he wants to start getting he wants to start getting medevacs soon. But what he really intended to do for this demonstration video was to put down a command center, I believe. Or no, never mind. I'm sorry. I should not question what he is doing. I am not the Terran player. He knows better. So he's putting down this factory because he wants to get the medevacs. Now that he has a very heavy infantry army, you want to have medevacs to heal these after they stem, or to make them last longer once they start attacking your opponent's army. So you're not going to see any battles here. I'm just going to show you he's gone ahead and expanded, and at this point you can start making a couple more SCVs to transfer over. So nothing really that I can tell you guys. Just at this point, again, just to reiterate, this is a very good army. You want to start taking a little bit heavier at this point. You do not really want to stop production completely, though. You really want to get your second expansion up as quickly as possible, because if we look at my base, actually, I'm ahead of him on that regard, and I have actually gone ahead and put my expansion, so I'm already ahead in the income department. Look at this, almost mining mining about a third more than himself at this point, which means I will be able to make more units than him quickly, put down more buildings, and tech faster. So enough about me. Let's take a look back at him and put back the production. So as you can see here, he is making more SCVs, and once this command center, once this expansion reaches about this much done, you want to transfer your SCVs. It's gonna be a different amount of time depending on the map, but look at that. He's grabbed about 9 SCVs, 10 actually. I think it's 10 or 12, I'm not really sure. 10 SCVs, and he's transferred them because this is going to double his income almost immediately. Look at that, 520. He was around 800, I believe, before this command center went up. Now he's going up to 700, 760, 800, 820, 860, 900. Look at how quickly he has almost, he has not doubled, but he has gone his income up. Look at that, he's breaking 1,000 already, and he's making this into an orbital command center, so that he can start summoning mules from here as well as from here. And he's actually keeping he's the kind of player that prefers summoning mules back to back, so he's not really expecting any Dark Templar rushes, especially for this video. But look at this, he already has his starport down as well. So he's going to, let's go back to the production tab. He's making a siege tank. Where is it? Sorry. He's making a siege tank here because he's going to want to be getting siege mode soon, so that he can put siege tanks here and protect his entrance and have a back entrance to go to. So at this point, the video pretty much is over. We kind of just said, okay, this is good enough. Let me pause here for a second. At this point, guys, you pretty much are free to do whatever you want. We should definitely both have been a little bit more aggressive earlier than this, but by 13 minutes into the game, this is where you want to be playing from. You want to be playing from 2 bases. You want to have a standing army to either be offensive or defensive, whether it is infantry or mech or whatever it is that you choose. But this is more or less where you want to sit at. Let's take a look at army. This is the kind of supply you want to have. I'm actually a little bit ahead because I got that expansion earlier than my opponent, and I'm gonna just go ahead and finish this game for you guys. I'm not really gonna comment on it too much, just so you can watch. I noticed my opponent, he was right up on my expansion, but I figured, you know what, we are doing the same thing, and I said it's too funny because we almost attacked at the same time. Just as I was about to push in, he pushed me in, so he's gone for my expansion and I'm going for his. Let's take a look at my base. He's totally overrun. This is why Marauders are so strong. He's definitely done it much faster than I have. And look at how quickly he's taken down my buildings. Let's take a look at his base. Look at this wall is preventing me to get up here. And he's using his SCVs as a wall here so that I take the longest time possible getting up here. That's what he wants to do. He wants to stall me. And I put these force fields just because there was really nothing else that I could do. So I was just like, yeah, I'll put some force fields down just for fun. And I've actually managed to break in, but look at this, I'm still a little bit stuck because of the stalkers, and the Zoa's running here back and forth. I've lost my main nexus, I've lost my production buildings, I've lost pretty much everything. Charge was not even finished, and I was able to put a couple proxy pylons here that are going to keep me alive for a little bit, but I am already being revealed. My opponent is going to lift off here, and this is why you do not want to base race against a Terran, guys. I am going to take out this command center, but look at this. He has a pretty scary army that is actually fairly weak because of all the stem. He was trying to beat me to the punch before I took him out. He wants to take me out. But look at this. He's running his SCVs all over the place. He's going to attack right here with his SCVs. And he thinks he's won, but he actually does not see these 2 pylons. I don't know how he missed those. But he's going to lose everything he has here. But this is the problem. He has these medevacs, and he has SCVs, and he has way enough minerals. Even though I have more minerals than him, I don't have any probes to produce from. And this Stargate, actually, Starport, sorry, actually got away from me. And I was saying GG because I was like, oh, you're dead. But then, oh, where is the Starport going? You know, and I notice it. And let's see, not much going on here. It's going to be like a race to the finish where he thinks I have another Nexus because I have not told him that those pawns are there. They are kind of hard to see, I guess. If you're ever in this situation, you want to press the Alt-T. And as you can see now, everything in the background is black, and I can see exactly where all the buildings are. But look at this. He's dropping a SCV over here, and he's going to make us a command center where I cannot possibly get to it. I do not have blink, and I do not have vision over here, so I definitely cannot get over to that side. And no matter what, I mean, I pretty much lost. And I'm gonna GG pretty quickly after this. Let me turn this back on. I'm just gonna, he's actually moving his units up to the high ground, and I kind of see this, so I don't really want to mess up there. I don't want to move forward because all his units are almost dead, and his medevacs don't have the energy to heal back. So I'm thinking he's putting a command center here because he's put the supply depot just to throw me off. He's put the supply depot here, and I realize I'm like, supply depot, that is it? Oh man, whatever. So yeah, this is why you do not want to you do not want to base race a Terran. And I hope this video has been very informative. Just to recap, this is the only video you will ever see me. This is the kind of build order you want to do, and you want to check you want to perfect. This is only meant as a guidance. You do not want to use this for every single game you do. You want to just get comfortable with it and then start experimenting on your own. And we were talking a little bit, and you know, just doing that, and I finally showed him that the 2 pylons are here. Even though he didn't see him. So that is all for this video, guys. This is definitely very long. Look forward for my Zerg and Protoss player introduction to the basics videos. I will go over some of the other stuff, some of the stuff that I've gone here, but I'll also cater towards each race specifically. So with that, guys, I will leave you. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please rate, subscribe, comment, like. There are playlists on my channel if you're looking for a specific series. If you go on my channel and you click on the playlist on the top bar, you will see them separated by a specific series. So go. Thank you for watching again, and with that, I will leave you guys, and I will see you guys next time, and have a good day.